Are you as crazy as I am? This market across the country, here in Southwest Florida, it's crazy. So we're here to share with you today 4 things that home buyers tend to make mistakes on, and we want to make sure that you don't. So hold on tight. This is the Live Joy Southwest Florida channel, where we share everything you need to know about living in and moving to Southwest Florida. If this is the type of content you're looking for, please be sure and subscribe to our channel. And if you ring the bell, you'll get notified every time we release a new video. You can reach us on all of our social media channels, or please feel free to call or text me at 239-246-2322. First tip. It is really important that you are searching for homes that are within your price point. What that means in this crazy market is if you have a budget of $600,000, you might be looking for homes that are listed up to $550,000, $560,000. It does not do you any good to look at homes that are outside of your price point. Our homes are moving, they're selling at or above asking price, and they are selling very quickly. So keep your search focused and keep it within your price point. And because of the competitive nature of our market right now, and really anytime, this is just not a mistake that you want to make. You just want to make sure that you're staying within your price point. There is no reason to go and fall in love with a home that you just will not be able to afford. And let me tell you, there is nothing worse than being house poor. So make sure you have this discussion with your realtor about, it's not even about how much you can get approved for, it's how much are you comfortable spending. So whether you're paying cash, whether you're getting a loan, you want to make sure that you're looking at homes that are within that price point where you are comfortable spending that money monthly. The second home buying mistake that I want to encourage you to make sure you don't make is submitting lowball offers. And here's what's crazy. In this current marketed environment, a lowball offer might be, a couple $1,000s lower than the asking price. You've heard us say it before, and we'll continue to say it in this market right now in May of 2021. All of the best homes are selling over asking price. There's just no reason to not come in and make your best and final offer if you fall in love with a home. You want to make sure that you put your best foot forward, having a chance at that home, and that you can go to bed that night if something happens where you don't get it, knowing that you made your best offer for your family. So many of our homes here are, pretty much every home here that comes on the market is in a multi-offer situation. So it will do you no good to submit an offer and think that you're coming in to get a deal. The best deal right now is you feeling good about submitting a really strong offer to get the home that you want to start your life here in Southwest Florida. All right, the third home buying mistake that we want to make sure people avoid, and this applies to you unless it is that you're paying cash, but the reality is a lot of the buyers that we are working with are still getting loans, and even people who can afford to pay cash are getting loans because our interest rates are still so incredibly low that it's just very cheap to borrow money right now. You have got to make sure that during the loan process, you do not make any large purchases. Don't go buy a new car. Don't go buy new furniture. Don't start purchasing appliances. And this can be hard, I understand. When you're under contract on your new home, you start thinking about the furniture that you want to put in it and the projects that you need to be doing, but it is vitally important, especially if you're getting a mortgage, that you do not take out any new lines of credit or deplete anything in your savings. There is a ton of work that goes into getting that loan approved, and your financial picture needs to remain that way or better throughout the entire process to ensure that you get through the closing table and get the keys for your new house. All right, you've hung in there. Thank you. The fourth and final tip that I want to share with you to make sure you do not fall into this home buyer mistake is making sure that you have put enough money aside to cover your closing costs. So I'm not talking about your down payment now, I'm talking about your closing costs. Every transaction, whether you're paying cash or whether you're getting a loan, is going to incur closing costs. And the closing cost amount is going to vary based on whether or not you have cash or a loan. But typically it's going to run anywhere from 2 to 5% of the purchase price of the home. And what's included in these closing costs are things like you prepay your insurance, you prepay your taxes. Here in Florida, we've got our intangible tax and we've got documentary stamp taxes. And then in addition, if you are getting a loan, your lender's gonna have some costs for theirs. Sometimes there's an origination fee, there's a survey fee, appraisal fee. So all of that combined is what's gonna come up to your closing costs. And you wanna make sure that you have the appropriate amount of money put aside so that you can complete your transaction worry-free once you get to the closing table. 4 home buying mistakes that we see people make, and we want to give you the information to make sure that you don't fall into the trap of one of these. Our market is going crazy right now. My recommendation is that you take a look at this video here. That'll give you what the current state of our market is here in Southwest Florida.
Cool.